everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Paige Kosick. If you are new here, I am a singer-dancer currently working on cruise ships with Regent Seven Seas, which is a cruise ship underneath of Norwegian Cruise Line, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my last few weeks on board, my most recent contract on the Regent Mariner, where I had my parents join me on board and we perform our very last show of my contract, Blazing Boots. I'm going to show you backstage, us getting ready for the show, the tech rehearsal, the sound check, the warm-up, backstage, some little footage of me on stage, so make sure you stick around for that. And also the very end of my contract, so leaving the ship, going home, all that good stuff. So let's get into this video. So for our very last cruise, one of our male singers had to leave the contract early, so we actually had to do a reblock, which we'd been lucky enough not to have to do any this whole contract until this point, given that it was one of the first ships back into service after COVID. So we were extremely lucky to have no one in the cast get COVID. I honestly have no idea how we managed to do that, but anyways, so we had to do a little reblock. So here we are in the theater. I have my little notebook and we're just going over some simple reblocking so that the show makes sense with the amount of people that we now have to perform with.
So you're gonna share the
Those rehearsals are usually pretty quick and easy, and we had an amazing dance captain and an amazing cast, so that went pretty smoothly. And then, like I mentioned in my intro, I was so lucky to be able to have my parents on board with me during this cruise, so we got to do lots of fun stuff together. I got to watch them slow dance in the bar with the live music playing. Oh, it was so cute! And I got to watch many sunsets on their balcony, and we got to do lots of excursions off the ship together too, which was super nice. And then my parents got to see some shows, so that was also really awesome because my parents haven't really seen me perform since I graduated university for music theater, which was back in 2019, and then obviously the pandemic happened, so they haven't really seen me perform in a long time. So that was really special. And I got to bring them backstage. Backstage tour for my parents.
Quick change.
Yeah, quick change,
Where's
Mom.
my costume?
Here's my dresses.
Jump
Right
in.
there, the big red dress, that's yours.
I just finished my variety show and my parents got to watch. What did you think, Mom?
It's amazing. Fantastic.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes, girl.
And there's the stage. My last time performing on stage. So it was just super nice to be able to have my parents on board, and they could finally see like the kind of environment I'm working in, and that was their very first cruise, so it was super awesome. Okay, so back to performing. So every time that we do a show on board, we always do a tech run in the morning or afternoon, the day of the show. So now I'm going to show you a few clips of our tech rehearsal really quick. So usually on a show day, we have our tech rehearsal and then we're free to do as we like. If we're in port, we can get off for a little bit and we just have to make sure that we're back in time for the show later. Now I'm getting ready for the show. I'm doing my makeup in the bathroom, which is my favorite place because if you've seen my previous video, our backstage area is quite small, so I much prefer to have my own little space in my bathroom here in my cabin. Before a show, I always do my makeup before dinner, and dinner on this ship is at 6:30 in the officer's mess, which is basically just the crew cafeteria. And roommate Sherry will always do her hair at our little desk and mirror out in the cabin. And then after dinner, we swap places, and then I'll curl my hair and she'll do her makeup in here. So now I'm off to dinner. So I've just finished my hair and makeup for the show. I do still have to add my red lipstick, but I like to do that closer to showtime. And now we're off to the theater to preset our costumes and physically warm up, vocally warm up, and do our sound check. Then we go off to the theater, which again, if you've seen my cabin tour and crew area theater tour, you'll see that my cabin is very close to the theater, so it's a very short walk to get there, which is amazing. And then once I get there, I get settled in my spot in the dressing room and I grab my microphone and head to the stage. And if you've performed before, you know how the sound check works. You basically just sing any line from the show that you're performing just to test the levels on the microphone. So here's me doing my sound check. Taste her lips, taste like you. And then I continue to physically warm up. Here's a little view behind the set that we use for Blazing Boots. This is our bar, and you can see the little cups and shot glasses behind. Those are some props that I have to preset before the show. And then we head to test the lighting and the sound elements. So we have our big LED screen playing here. Still at home, DJ put the song on replay. Down, she raging, caging. Someday I'll be big enough so you can't hear me, and all you're ever gonna be is me. Then I grabbed my costumes in the wardrobe room, which is located on the balcony level of the theater, since our girls' dressing room is not large enough to hold all of our costumes at once. So I grab those and I bring them down into my spot. And then I do my presets for my quick changes backstage. So I only have one major quick change in this show, which is into this very large, beautiful pink dress. We sing the song Mean by Taylor Swift. And yeah, this is my little area. And then I have to put on this headband, which sometimes gets stuck in my hair, which is fun. We always do a little, I want to say team cheer, but like cast cheer before the show. So every ship, every contract, your cast sort of makes up their own fun cheer, or at least in my experience on cruise ships, and you always do them before the show and have like a big powwow and pump each other up. So this is that.
Do it for your mama.
I was going to say something, but I will cry. So
Okay.
We'll cry later.
Yeah, cry later. Laugh now, trip now, cry later.
ring your ankle, don't cry about it, just swell.
Pop a tit.
Exactly. if I'm in anyone's way, just push me.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. Who's got the pit? I got the pit. Who's got the pit? I got the pit. Who's got the pit? I got the pit. There, let's get it!
And then it's showtime.
Stepped into a satin dancing dress, had a slit up the side, clean up to my hair.
This is me in the middle of the show. And that is it for our very last performance of Blazing Boots. So after every show, we always get food provided for us in the officer's mess. A lot of my friends on ships, they like to wait to eat dinner after the show just because it's really hard to dance and perform on a full stomach. And then, of course, we have a little celebration in crew bar. So since this is near the very end of my contract, I absolutely love to make videos, hence why I'm here making a video. And I captured a bunch of amazing moments from my entire contract and made, I like to call it like my Mariner movie, which I'm actually going to post to my YouTube right after I post this one. So make sure you stick around for that and subscribe so you can see it. It's pretty awesome to see all the amazing places we got to travel to as a cast, and yeah, I loved making it. And so then at the end of my contract, we hosted a little like ending party where we all watched the movie together, and it was super fun.
And we least expected it. We got short leave!
Hey, don't spread!
I knew it!
And then a few days later, it was time to leave the ship. It's quite a bittersweet experience to leave your contract because you've been literally living on this little tiny floating thing for 6 months, and you've made all these friends, and not even just the cast, like every department, and yeah, it's quite bittersweet. So here is the end of my contract, us saying goodbye and the drive home.
We're going home one last time in Seward.
Yeah!
Mm.
Guys, we're leaving.
No! Bye, Mom and Dad. Krista! Oh, well,
Taking pictures.
Unemployed!
Unemployed!
11:35 at night. Road trip down to the coast. Stereo on high. A vibe in your bleached denim shirts. A couple days of summer deal.
I finally made it home. This is like a few months ago now, but I'm finally making the video now. But yeah, once the contract's over, you go home and you just sort of wait till they offer you another one. Of course, you can audition for anything else you want, and yeah, you just sort of wait and see. And after I did this, I flew to Greece for my best friend's wedding and did some traveling there. And I vlogged a lot when I was in Lisbon, so make sure that you subscribe and check out my next videos.